Today we're going to be talking about becoming the greatest human being alive, the ultimate man in 3 easy steps. And this isn't going to be what you expect. I hope you like reality, because that's what you're going to get. My name is Steve Mayeda, and I created the Daily Awesome Podcast as well as Austin Men's Development to create great men. If you ever want to meet any of those men or become one of those men, stop on by. Check out our courses in the description below, as well as the free stuff we offer in the free stuff link. And of course, if you're listening on iTunes, Stitcher, or watching on YouTube, which I recommend, don't forget to subscribe, get plugged in to be your best. This is not a podcast about quick fixes, shiny badges, bright and shiny things to make you feel better and distract yourself when you feel bad. This is a podcast about stepping it up to life in the ways of masculinity using the tools of guys who have found a way. And one more thing, the Daily Awesome Podcast is made with minimal equipment, unlike my other short films or other podcasts that you can find on my YouTube channel. Here, I'm only using an iPhone as well as a gimbal for some stabilization. If you ever want to share your message and put it out there, which I encourage all of you to do, check out this video right here on how to use the iPhone X or another smartphone to start filmmaking today. The question came in today from one of our brand new clients on our boards. What can I do to become the greatest human being of all time, the ultimate man? And yet there's no shame in asking this question or desiring that, but if you're starting from that place, you're never going to be it. You're a guy that is chasing the dream or image of what that's supposed to be because you don't think you're good enough, rather than building the man necessary in order to make that reality your life. Men's development, coaching, self-help, all these different things that men turn to in order to better themselves rely off of selling to your desperation. And sadly, there's a lot of you desperate men out there. Excuse me. Reality of it is that the greatest men that I know persevere. They saw through pain, they saw through difficulty without adoration or acknowledgement from anybody in order to build their own title, not a title defined by the rest of the world. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going, man, this isn't the easier, softer way. This isn't a quick fix. And if that's the case, get out of here. You're not who I'm talking to. But if you are still here, let me just tell you, we men were all boys once. We started out with a fantasy, we started out with a dream, but the real path of what is going to make you great holds something very different than what you're thinking right now. The greatest men that I've ever known in my life always had some of the most unappealing paths. They had pain, they had lack of adoration. They all had men working for something that they believed in when nobody cared. Their wives, their family, their friends did not give them a title, did not give them recognition, but they went for it. They lived for what they believed in. And when they went broke, when they went hungry, when they were in pain, when they were suffering, they found a way. Whether they failed or succeeded or not, they put themselves on the line to develop that. This is what I do not see young men doing today. They are not developing that skill, that fortitude within them to go for what they believe in. And instead, they go for what doesn't hurt. What's the opposite of my pain? I see young men who feel like nothing, thinking the opposite of that is what's going to solve them, meaning that they won't sit through the confusion, the pain, the hurt, the leaving, the starvation that goes along with following what you believe in, and instead they pick the opposite of that pain, the opposite of that confusion, the opposite of that loneliness, the opposite of that depression, so that money, status, power, control, excess is their answer and solution for feeling like something. The moment that you shape your life and live your dreams by what you don't have, you are the definition of a scarcity mindset. See, there's nothing wrong with having things. There's nothing wrong with power. There's nothing wrong with having excess when you need it. But if you think that is what makes you a man, you will never know what it feels like to be complete. And myself and so many other men out there can tell you how miserable it is to have your bellies full, but your heart's empty. Now let's get into some of that advice that may not sound like the nicest thing, may not be the easiest, may not act the quickest, but it works. And it's worked for every man, and it's gonna work for you. Let's go. Number 1, what matters in your life is what you do. Not what you're afraid of, not what your feelings tell you to do, but what you do. Now that being said, what you feel is important. It's a part of your expression, but your actions are what defines you. Go out and do something. Take action now, and take action on what you believe in and not what you're supposed to do. If you don't know what you're supposed to do, follow somebody that you respect. Go out, say hello to 5 people a day. This will show you how easy it is. Go to the gym, work out, take a walk, make a video. And as always, train jujitsu because that's some pretty cool stuff. When you take action, you need to take action on what you believe in and who you are. You need to put you on the line and have life dish out what you deserve. That may not be a win. That might be being humiliated. That might be losing something. But remember, those strong men didn't always win, but they found a way to survive, to live, and ultimately build an awesome foundation so that they could stand on any ground and be great. Number 2, absolute responsibility. Personal responsibility is massive. Do not get caught up in gossip, blame, talking trash, hating, bad-mouthing other people, and thinking that's gonna get you somewhere. Now, there's a time and a place to talk trash. I get it. It's a true part of masculinity. But when you rely on that, when that replaces your expression, when chasing a cause or promoting that to other people, no matter how right it is, replaces and shapes your dreams and ambitions, that's how we create weakness. We see this over and over again with men's rights, feminism, politics, social issues, guns. Learn how to be you first. And of course, there's absolutely social problems out there. There are absolutely political problems. In order for you to make a change in any of those, you need to be strong first. Those things are gonna change. Those things are gonna go away. Those things are going to have to be accepted. But you can only be changed by you. And last but not least, give. Give a part of yourself. Be selfless with what you do. If there was a quick fix that I had to develop a great man within you, it would be to take 5 minutes out of every single day and do something for somebody else. Open doors for them. Have a conversation. Do something for them to take yourself out of yourself, to get yourself in your power, your humanity. Connect with other people. That is one of the greatest ways to change you, to define you, and to express yourself. There's a reason why every major religion and philosophy believes in giving. And see, we have such a selfish culture today. We have one where it's all about fighting for yourself, doing the most for yourself, not caring about other people. Being selfish is a healthy thing, but we also have to know that the depth of us lies in our humanity. If you're watching this on YouTube, click that little eye up there and watch the Be Social video. Learn how to share a piece of yourself with somebody each and every day. It doesn't have to involve money. It has to involve your heart, your choice, and your expression. And of course, there's so much more. This is why I included the video above. Check it out. It'll help you get to the core of who you are, think clearly, and develop your masculinity. It is a daily action that we do in order to be our best selves. And personal development should be cherished. It's one of our greatest things. Think about it daily. Act upon it daily. And if you need some help, check out in the description on the iTunes, YouTube, or whatever feed you're watching or listening to this. Check out AMD Plus, Men's Development Excellence, or our flagship course, TSL Online, on achieving men's excellence. And for now, check out this video because it's gonna help you out. And just remember, this is the Daily Awesome Podcast, and we'll see you tomorrow.